In this video, I'm going to talk about how I got $610 just from downloading the Juno app and following the instructions on this video. Also, I was able to get a 5.5% interest rate on my checking account all through this app. Make sure you stick around for the whole video so I can explain exactly how to do this. So Juno is a crypto-friendly banking app that allows you to supercharge your cash and your crypto all from one powerful checking account. Now I'm going to give you all the information that you need to know about Juno so that you can go from a beginner all the way to an expert just from this one video. So I'm going to give you a brief outline of what we're going to cover in this video. First, we're going to talk about what Juno is and what it isn't. Next, I'm going to talk about all the benefits that come along with Juno and its banking app. And lastly, I'm going to show you a full in-app walkthrough and show you how you can get 5.5% interest on your checking account. Now, a quick side note, all the terms, disclosures, and limits are all listed on the Juno website, and you should go on there to get the most up-to-date information. So I'm going to talk about my favorite part of the Juno banking app first, and that's going to be its checking account. Juno does offer a free checking account that gives you a 5% interest on your cash up to $10,000. And they'll also offer a 3% back on interest that you can get for everything that's $10,001 all the way up to $250,000. So these interest rates that they are offering are 30 times greater than the national average compared to other high yield saving accounts out there that have recently plummeted with all the changes in the market. And just like all the other high yield savings accounts out there and bigger banking structures out there, they do offer it FDIC insured up to $250,000, so there's no worrying there. So the way that I'm utilizing this account and how I would recommend you utilizing it would be to use this as a rainy day fund for your emergency fund. If you can or can build up to it, I would deposit up to $10,000 into this banking account, and then you'll be receiving a 5% interest, which is $500 back on an annual basis. And if you're utilizing the 5.5% interest rate, which I'll talk about how you can do that later in this video, then you'll be receiving $550 on an annual basis. Now, when you compare that to some of the other high yield savings accounts out there, this is a pretty great and big benefit comparatively. So like I said earlier, you can increase the 5% all the way up to a 5.5% if you utilize it with the J coin that you can actually earn through their checking account and the debit card that we're going to go over here in a second. So my next favorite benefit associated with the Juno banking app is their getting paid in crypto feature. So as you already know, if you watched a couple of my videos, I'm a big fan of the dollar cost averaging method. And when I'm buying into crypto and trying to diversify out, I really appreciate the ability to auto split some of my paycheck on a monthly basis into some cash into their checking account, as well as buying into cryptocurrencies out there, along with not having to pay any fees associated with my buys in those cryptos. I really like that because it takes away and doesn't bite out of my investing and gives me the full purchasing power that I want to put into that cryptocurrency. So for me personally, I do auto deposit $250 from my initial paycheck into the Juno banking app, and then from there it splits a certain percentage of that into cash and puts it into my checking account, and then splits a certain percentage between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then USDC. I have found that there are a few other companies out there that will allow you to auto invest on a monthly basis, and from those that do allow you to do that, they usually do charge fees. And so having the option to not have this fees, it makes a big difference to me, and it's another reason why I like utilizing Juno compared to other competitors out there. Juno also offers a nice debit card associated with their checking account. We do talk about a lot of credit cards out there in this channel, but to have a debit card that offers a 5% cash back on big name brands, that is a huge benefit, not having to work about that payoff rate that is associated with the credit cards. So one of the great things about Juno, it does allow you to pick up to 10 big name brands out there to receive that 5% cash back. Some of these big names that I utilize on a regular basis are going to be Amazon, Target, Spotify, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, and Starbucks. Now I also want to note that they pretty much have all the big name gas brands out there, and so you can get a 5% cash back on when you get your gas, pretty much making this a great gas card if you want to specifically use it at the pumps. So as you can see, as we scroll down right here, there are a lot of great brands that you can utilize for your top 10 picks on your Juno checking card, and you can get anything from health, business, there's entertainment, there's even gas, there's travel, a lot of great options on there. Now, one caveat is that if you join after July 1st of 2022, then unfortunately you will not be able to take advantage of Walmart, Kroger, or Walgreens, which I luckily have enough time in before July 1st to have the ability to continue to utilize them for now. And another great feature associated with this card is that when you utilize the card for its debit feature and you pay for it, or if you receive a direct deposit, you will receive some J coin, which is their own set of cryptocurrency that they will use for their reward basis that you can then use and redeem for that 5.5% interest rate that we're talking about earlier. You can also get some great gift cards associated with it, and then occasionally they'll also have some physical crypto wallets that you can turn in your J-Coin for and redeem those to have that shipped to you. And the last thing I want to talk about for the debit card associated with our checking account is that it does offer you the ability to get 5% cash back on United Airlines. And if you are a big United Airlines flyer, then this is a great option to get a 5% back on your travel. Now, there are two versions of their checking account and debit cards. The first one is going to be their basic checking account, and the second one will be their metal checking account. Now, really in the end, these are very similar products that they do offer you. But the biggest difference is that if you are going to be doing a direct deposit of $250 or more, then you will be getting the metal checking account. Now, the biggest difference between these two is that if you do go forward with the metal checking account, then you can earn that 5% cash back on up to $6,000 of spend on that annual basis, comparatively to the basic that you can only get that 5% cash back on up to $500 in spend per year. And you're wondering, well, is that big of a deal? Well, if you do go forward with the basic, that's only $25 cash back per year, whereas with the metal, you will be receiving a $300 back with that on an annual basis. And the second benefit associated with the metal card is that you will receive 3 out of network ATM withdrawals comparatively to the basic, which is only a 1 out of network withdrawal per month. But this is pretty minimal because you do have access and free withdrawals to over 85,000 all point ATMs as well as MoneyPass ATMs. So in my case, I do have that $250 automatic deposit, and I'm going to be receiving up to that $300 in cash back on an annual basis just for utilizing that and doing something that I already wanted to do, and that was dollar cost averaging my crypto on a regular monthly basis. So aside from these great benefits, Juno is currently offering some incentives for those that do want to sign up right now. So if you do sign up today and you do fund your account with a direct deposit of $250 or more, then they will allow you to earn $50 back on that initial deposit. Also, if you do your first crypto trade or deposit, a minimum of $50, you will also get a $10 back as well. And I do want to note that they do have a $10 referral link if you do send one out to your friend and they end up signing up as well. Early in the video, I talked about how you can get $610 back from downloading this video and following what I'm talking about. Well, if you were to utilize that 5.5% interest associated with the checking account after you deposited $10,000 on an annual basis, you're going to get $550 back. If you add that $550 to the $10 that you earned based on your buying into cryptocurrency or depositing a certain amount, in addition to the $250 direct deposit, then you're going to get 10 plus 50, then 60. So when we combine all that together, you're going to be receiving that $610 value for that first annual year, which in my opinion is a great interest rate when compared to other high yield interest accounts out there. So I do believe in full transparency in my videos, and I would never recommend or tell you anything that I do not personally use myself. And this is something that I have been using for a while now that I do think many of my viewers out there will be able to utilize this and would benefit from some of the perks and benefits associated with this service. So my question for you is, will you enter the Junoverse and see what Juno is all about? Thanks for watching, and remember that we are here from your first penny to your first million. We'll see you next time.